This is the ultimate Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4 optimization guide. You will get at least an FPS boost, much lower input delay, and no more stuttering after following this guide. I'll cover the basic optimizations, then do some advanced optimizations, including GPU optimizations and Windows tweaks. It doesn't matter if you have a low-end or high-end PC, these optimizations will still boost your FPS and reduce input delay. So without further delay, let's get started. To prove that these optimizations actually work, I will show my FPS before and after the optimization. So right now, looking up at the sky, I'm getting about 300 FPS. Starting off with basic Windows optimizations, let's optimize some Windows settings to get more performance out of our PCs. Press the Windows key and search for settings. Once you're here, go all the way down to gaming, then over to the game bar, and turn this thing off. Game bar consumes a lot of memory in the background, and disabling it will help you increase your performance. But the thing is that this doesn't really fully disable it, so I'll show you how to disable the Xbox game bar completely. A big shout out to Lectern for finding out this optimization. So if you want to get rid of it, run a Windows PowerShell as an administrator, and then copy and paste the text from the description to permanently remove the Xbox game bar. If you're someone who uses the Xbox game bar to record clips of your games, I suggest considering switching to OBS. It takes way fewer resources and won't drop your FPS. Moving on, back to the gaming section, we enable game mode. Now right here it says optimizes your PC for play by turning off things in the background. Right beneath that, you'll find graphics. Simply go over to this, click on change default graphic settings, and enable both hardware accelerated GPU scheduling as well as optimizations for Windows games. Both of them will help you to reduce your input latency as well as increase the performance of your games. After that, go back to graphics and right over here, click on the browse button and find your Fortnite game file. It will be in your program files, then Epic Games, Fortnite game, binaries, Win64. Select the Win64 shipping.exe file, click on it, then click on save, and it's already added to my list for me. Now go find Fortnite, click on it, and then click on options. Make sure it's set to high performance. Save it. This will make it so that it'll completely uses your GPU, maximizing the performance of both your CPU and graphics cards. Next up, if you didn't know, you may have apps running in the background while playing Fortnite. Now, just go down to the bottom right-hand side of our taskbar and click on our task icon tray. And in here, all the active apps on your PC that are running are displayed. Now, go ahead and close up any and all apps that you don't need open while playing Fortnite by right-clicking on these applications and exiting out of them. This will boost your FPS and free up system resources. Next up, disable startup apps, and you can do that by heading into the settings, then on the left side go into apps and click on the startup section. This is the list of all the applications that open up when you boot your PC, which can cause Windows to take longer to load up and even affect performance in general. So what we're going to do is to disable each app that you don't need right on when you turn on your PC. For example, Spotify, I don't need it, so I'll disable that one. And you can do the same for any and all the apps that you don't need to turn on when you run your PC. Next up, change your power plan to use all of your PC's power. So press the Windows key and type Edit Power Plan. When this window opens up, click on Change Advanced Power Settings. This will pop up, and by default, it will be on balance, but you should set this to High Performance or Ultimate Performance in this drop-down. Choose High Performance. This uses more of your PC power and results in a boost in your FPS. Click Apply and OK. If you want Ultimate Performance, you can open up the CMD as an administrator and type in this command that I have in the description, and it will enable you to have this Ultimate Power Plan. If you use Discord in the background while you play, especially on a new PC, make sure that hardware acceleration is turned off. You can find it in the Advanced tab in the settings. It's super easy to forget. Now, here are some best Fortnite settings for competitive play. Next, we're going into our Fortnite settings. At the top under Display, there's your window mode, which you'll always want to set to full screen. Playing on full screen will make your game run faster, meaning more FPS, and will make your game feel more responsive because you will have less input lag. Next, your resolution is mainly a matter of preference. I recommend using 1920 by 1080. However, if you're a competitor or you just want better frames, a much better option is using stretch resolution. I have a tutorial on my channel explaining how to get stretch res, and I'll leave a link in the description. And of course, next up, VSync is straight up garbage, so turn that off. Moving on to frame rate limit, that depends entirely on the refresh rate of your monitor. My rule is to cap your FPS to your refresh rate. For example, if you play on 144 Hz, cap it at 144 FPS. This ensures smoother gameplay while also avoiding big stutters and frame rate drops from playing on unlimited. For rendering mode, you want to use performance mode as it provides much clearer visibility when you're on your low graphics for a competitive edge. For NVIDIA users, there's an extra step that will drastically decrease your input delay. To do this, you will be switching the game to DX11. The reason behind this is because DX11 settings are directly linked to our performance mode settings. So once you're here, we're going to make sure everything in the graphics quality settings is set to low or off, except for NVIDIA Reflex, which will be setting on low latency mode to on plus boost. What it does is it reduces system latency on GeForce graphics cards and laptops, so your action occur quicker, giving you a competitive edge. Lastly, go into the third tab, which is the game settings. Go to the bottom and disable all of the replays. Once you're done with this, you can switch back to performance mode. Now, real quick, I'll show the best Epic Games Launcher options so far. First, open the Epic Games Launcher. Go to your library, press the 3 dots next to Fortnite, and click Options. Now, these are launch options in Fortnite that you can choose to have installed. Uncheck also Save the World if you don't play it. Uncheck High Resolution Textures since these are completely useless and we're trying to boost FPS. And uncheck DirectX 12 shaders if you use Performance Mode. Lastly, we'll have pre-download stream assets. Enable this option because what this does is downloads all skins, pickaxes, and other cosmetics and saves them to your PC. This is the setting that is causing those FPS stutters and ping fluctuations. Now, those right there are the best launch options. We now move on to GPU optimization. So the first one is to update your graphics drivers, and you should be updating them every season or when the latest one is available. First, you want to open the NVIDIA app. Then on the left, go to the Drivers tab, click on the Check for Updates button. The NVIDIA app will scan for the latest drivers for your GPU. If a new driver is available, you'll see an option to download it. Click on the Download button. Once the download is complete, click on Express Installation. Now your GPU drivers are updated. For our next tip, GeForce overclocking. To overclock your GPU, you need to download the NVIDIA app. Link in the description if you don't have it. By the way, this is a conservative overclock, so it gives you a slight performance boost. Once you're on the app, go to System and then go to the Performance tab and enable automatic tuning to overclock your GPU conservatively and boost FPS. You can literally enable it with just one click right here. You'll see that once you initiate the automatic tuning, it will scan your PC. NVIDIA does state that this scan may take 10 to 20 minutes, and they recommend that you leave your system unattended to achieve the best results. This means try to avoid any sort of GPU-intensive tasks while the scan is performing. Next, NVIDIA Control Panel settings. Right-click on your desktop, click on More Options, and open up the NVIDIA Control Panel. Once you're there, go to Managed 3D Settings and copy my settings. I'm not gonna lie, I literally got these from Corby Tech. Credits to Corby Tech for these NVIDIA Control Panel settings. And now, to finish off the video, I have the 2 last advanced optimizations for y'all, and it involves disabling HPET in Windows to reduce latency and increase FPS. Click on the Windows key and type in Device Manager. Select Device Manager. Inside, take yourself down to the S section, and we're going to be looking for System Devices. Inside of System Devices, press on the plus sign. You'd want to find a High Precision Event Timer. Right-click on this option and disable this device. Last optimization is to clear temporary files. I've covered this plenty of times, but I'll go over it very quickly. First, hit Windows and R to open up the Run menu. In the Run dialog, type temp and click OK. This will open up the temp folder. In this folder, hit Ctrl and A to select every single file in the folder. Next, click Delete. Check Do This for All Current Items box and click Continue. Some of these items might not be deleted because you might have an application open that's using them. If this happens, click Do This for All Current Items and skip those files. Now that you've cleared a temp folder, hold Windows and R again and type %temp%. This should open up another temporary folder. Do the same thing, click on one file, hit Ctrl and press A. This will select everything, right-click and click Delete. By the way, you don't need these files, these are just temporary, so it won't break your PC. Don't forget to finish off everything by emptying the recycle bin. Right-click on your recycle bin, click on Empty Recycle Bin. And that's it. Overall, guys, that is the ultimate guide on how to optimize your PC for best performance in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4. Click on this video if you want to lower your ping in Fortnite.